In this session, we are going to look at record macro. Using record macro, you can automate very basic reports. If you are going to automate something and the structure of the report is going to be same, then you can go for record macro. If the structure is going to be change every day or every month, then it's record macro is not advisable because it's risky. Things will change, the data will be collapsed. If your data format is going to be same, then we can go with the record macro. So here let me explain a scenario. So in this data, if you see, so I have a brand and also I have month-wise sales, sorry, day-wise sales, and also I have value. So this is a report I receive. Assume this is a report I receive every day. So I will format this report. So from row 12 to row 21, I'll format this report like this, and I'll share it with someone. Okay. So this formatting every day I used to do. Assume. So every day I get the report from someone and I format this and I will share it with somebody. Okay. So in that case, instead of doing manually, I can do it. Assume if I'm going to format only for one page, then I can manually do. Even I don't use record macro. Assume in case if I'm going to do the same formatting for 10 times, 20 times, for 10 customer, 20 customer, okay, or more than 20 vendor, 50 vendor, in that case, it's waste of time. So doing formatting for each and every page, it takes more time. Okay. So now, in case if you're going to have a repetitive work and the work is going to be standard across the structure is, the report of the structure is going to be it's same, it's going to be forever, then you can use record macro. So now let's get into the record macro. So now I'm going to format this data similar to the bottom one, okay, using record macro. So to enable record macro, first you go to file, option, and then customize ribbon. First activate the developer tab. Okay, so developer tab is important to have the record macro. So once you activate it, so you will have a developer tab here. So in the developer tab, so here you have record macro. So just click the record macro. Okay, then whatever action which you want to do, you can do the same in Excel. So the macro will automatically record all your steps which you have done in the Excel in the backend. So let's try out. So now I'm going to record. So I'll give name, formatting. You can also give shortcut if you want. Okay, yeah, I can give Control Q, Control V, Control, because when you choose shortcut, so be ensured. So because there are so much of shortcut in keyboards. Okay, so choose the shortcut which is not available in the keyboards. So I'm not going to give anything. Okay, so now whatever step which I'm going to do in this worksheet, so that will get captured in the backend as a coding. So let me select range A1. So when you do record macro, don't change your cursor, don't take your cursor. Okay, your cursor should be on the same cell between one step to another step. So when I do one step here, again for another step, I should not click some other cell. I should not do like I do color here, then I should not click some other cells using mouse, and I should not update something. Okay, so like this. So always use keyboard, so that is better when you use record macro. Okay, don't shift the cursor. So let's start with first coloring. So let me select the header. So I'll choose this orange, then I'll make it center, and then make it bold. Then I'll move to N. Here I want total. So I'm going to update sum. Then let me go down. Then I'll update one more sum. Copy. Control B, and I'll come here. Grand total. Boom. Select this. Then again I'll go to color option. Color it. Then let me apply the border and number format, and then I'll go to range A1. I'll apply border, then select everything, number format. Then I want to apply a vertical border. Let me go here. Then let's go to range A1. Okay, now this is done. So whatever formatting needs to be done, I've done everything. Let's go to developer, stop the recording. So I stop the recording. So now if you see, if you go to Visual Basic Editor, the first option, so here you will have module. It will be created once you started recording the macro. Double click. So here you can see the codings, whatever coding you have done for the record macro. So you can see here. So these are the coding. It's going for almost 3 to 4 pages for the simple steps. So now the coding is already saved. So now I'm going to change the report with the previous look. Okay, I'll clear the format, I'll delete this, and I'll delete this. So this is my previous format. So now I'm going to run the record macro which we have created now. So press Alt F8 to go to record macro. So you will have all the macro. Once you press Alt F8, click the formatting, this is a macro, then run it. See, now you got it within a second. So the reason is, whatever steps we have done already, it is stored in the backend. See, so this is the record macro, so you can use it for the basic things. So in case if the format is changing even for a small item, then the macro will not work. Now I'm going to format the same using my own codings instead of record macro. So let me change the format again. Delete. This is the existing format. So now I'm going to write my own coding. Let me go to VBA. I'll create one more module. Insert module. Okay. Macro always start with sub. My format. So let me start with range A1. So let me keep this here. Okay, so now first let me start with range A1. So let me do both the actions simultaneously. Range A1, from there I'm going to navigate to column H. To do that, active cell dot n, Excel to right side. It will move the cell to the n, and I want to move one more cursor to the right side to update total. To move the cursor, active cell dot offset 0, 1. So then I'm going to update total value, active cell dot value equal total, and then I'm going to move one cursor down and I'm going to update the total. Active cell dot offset 1, 0. And then I'm going to update the sum total. Active cell dot value equal sum open bracket B2 colon and H2. This is the sum total. Then I want to update the sum for all the rows. So to do that, I'll go to left arrow, left side, and N, and then right, and I'm going to select. So now I updated the sum. So now I'm going to do left, right, up, selection, and fill down. So I'll do active cell dot my cursor is here now. Offset 0, -1, dot select. So -1 will move the cursor to left side, +1 will move the cursor to right side, and then active cell dot and Excel to down. Again I want to move to right side, that is +1. Okay, so I came here, here. Now I'm going to select everything till top. Range, selection, selection dot end, Excel, up. Okay, so it will select everything, then selection dot fill top. So it will update the formula. Then now I have formula here, so now I have to come till end, because I need to update one more formula here, so I have to come till end. And Excel down dot select. Again I need to move 2 more cells down. Offset. So 2 more cells, 2, 0 dot select. Then now I have to update the sum function. Value equal sum, open bracket. So here I2 to I8, I2 colon I8. So I updated the sum. Now I need to copy the sum till B column. So how many places I have to move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range, selection, selection dot offset 0, -7. So I need to move left, so -7. And then selection dot fill. I need to fill left side. Already I have formula, I want to fill the formula to left side. So now, I have the data here till this. So now I need to move one more cell right side. Offset 0, -1 to move to left side. Then I want to update active cell dot value equal, within double quote, grand total. So I updated grand total. Now I need to change the color, I need to change the number format. Also I need to update the lines. So now let me select range, selection, selection dot end, Excel to right. So from there, so what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to change I'm going to make it bold first. Cells dot font dot bold equal true. So here I'll make it to selection, and then I need to change the number format. Cells dot number format equal. So let me pick the format. Let me check what format is here. Control 1, format cell. So this is the format. Let me pick the format here. Go to custom, pick the format. This is the format. Change to selection. And also I want to give the colors. Cells dot interior dot color index equal 15. So I'm going to give gray color. The color is 15. Okay, so now I need to give the border. Cells dot border. So I want border in the bottom. line style equal true. Also I want border in the top. So border also given. So this part is done. Let's go to range A1 again. Select and then select the entire first row. Selection comma selection dot end excel to right. Then here again I need to change it. So first I'll apply border. Cell start. Border dot line style equal true. So why I'm not starting with cell and starting again I changing to selection? The reason is if I start with selection, so if I enter dot, I'll not get any options. So because of that, always I start with start so that I'll get the next options. So then I have to make it bold. Color for orange, it's 44 I guess. And bold. Let me make it bold. Let me make it center. Horizontal alignment equal excel center. So change to selection. So then active, so I'm going to select all the data. Active cell dot current region dot select. So it will select all the data. Now I'm going to apply border. So let me apply the border. So I want a border bottom, top, and so I also want the vertical. Let me check what option I have. Vertical line. So we have bottom, top. And also we should have left and right. So let me take this. I'll change to left, right. So I want to change the number format. So then let's move to range view. That's it. Let's check how it's working. I'll delete the old data. So let's check. I'm just pressing F8 to check. So this is module 1, which is a recorded macro, and this is module 2. So you can use pressing Alt F8, you can directly run the macro, or from the code window you can press F8 and run the macro. You can also run the macro pressing F5 from the code window. So now let me go here, Alt F8, choosing the macro. I'm going to choose my formatting, not formatting, because this is what I created. Let's run and check. See, everything has come. So the main advantage of the coding which we are writing is each and every step has one line, and also in future if you want to make any changes, you can directly go and make the changes directly in the coding. But in this case, see, now I have these many lines, but the same thing if you see in the record macro, so it is more than 200-300 line to have the basic 20 to 25 steps. Okay, this is all about record macro. Hope you understood. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you in another video. Bye bye.